Hello everybody, Nick here, Managing Director at Verta Property Group. So today I'm really excited to present an opportunity that we have in Manchester. These are below market value, exclusive to Verta Property Group apartments that are available for investment or for end use. And we have negotiated a really strong package on these. So I do believe they are one of the best priced options in Manchester on the market today. So let's go through that and I'll give you an overview of the development, the opportunity, and let you know how you can potentially secure one for yourself. So this is the scheme. As you can see here, it's made up of largely one main block. This phase is actually 100% sold out and most of the units are occupied. So we've had a phenomenal success. They're renting exceptionally well through our management partner and we're really pleased with the result of this scheme. Now what's happening next is they are building an extension to the block just here on the right hand side. You can see that of my screen. This is due for completion in Q4 this year, and it's only a four floor building. So very quick turnaround, but that's the building that's existing. So you can see that on Google Maps or in real life now. And then they are popping that extension on the end there as well, which is where we have the units that are available. So to give you a quick rundown of the merits of the investment. So you are looking at a below market value price of from £160,000 with a price per square foot rate from only £246. So for those of you that know the Manchester market, that is exceptionally strong. It's almost unheard of for a new build scheme, especially one this close to Manchester city centre, which I'll touch on in a minute. But that is a phenomenal entry level for, new or experienced buy-to-let investors. So in terms of the location, you're looking at M19. The exact location is M19 3NT. This is 6 minutes on the train from Manchester Piccadilly. The actual closest station to the development is called Levenshulme. It's a 5-minute walk to the station and then 6 minutes to Manchester Piccadilly, which I'm sure many of you will know is central Manchester. So you're talking 10 to 15 minutes, let's say, you are in the centre of Manchester and you're that close for £160,000 entry level. Now we have 3 one-bedroom apartments. I'll go through the exact units in a minute, but we have 3 one-bedroom apartments there ready in Q4 this year, so not too far to wait. Sizes, you're looking up to 710 square feet, which is obviously exceptionally large. Low service charge, 999-year lease, which is really attractive to a lot of investors. No ground rent. And we have 2 regular one apartments and then 1 duplex 1-bed apartment. The regular 2 beds, they make up the ground and the first floor. And then you've got the duplex apartment, which makes up the 3rd and the 4th floor, obviously spread over those 2 floors. So this is a genuine off-market deal. We are the exclusive broker signed with the developer, and you can't get this anywhere else in the UK. So here's an internal shot. You can get an understanding of the ceiling height, the finish that's expected. Obviously, it's a minimal, very bright. You'll see some extra shots in a minute. But yeah, really strong product finish is expected from this scheme, as we've seen in the previous delivered units, where we do have videos and images to show that as well. So in terms of the location, look, this is not prime central Manchester, and you're not paying £300,000-400,000. You're getting in at that below market value rate. And yeah, you're literally within 15 minutes door to door of Manchester city centre. Now, I won't go into too much detail on the merits of Manchester because a lot of investors are familiar with that, but it's, the UK's second city. It is or has performed exceptionally well over the past 10-15 years, and it's performing well at the moment, and it's also forecast to continue to perform well. And here's some statistics and some data that we can look at to represent that, or I'll show you that in a second. The first one is just the location again, as you can see here on the map. If you look at the development, just sits here, so 5 minutes walk to the station, from the station into Manchester Piccadilly, 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So yeah, really close, convenient for people that are working in the city centre and for their social lives too. So touching on that data I mentioned, so the northwest region, which is predominantly led by Manchester. Well, to be honest, Manchester leads the appreciation rates in the UK quite frequently. But if you look at the region as a whole, Savills, who are a huge global powerhouse real estate agency, plus 600 offices worldwide, been around forever. They are very good at what they do. They have teams dedicated to research and due diligence, and they are forecasting that the northwest region, where Manchester is located, will be the best performing region in the UK in the years to 2029 at a capital appreciation rate of 29.4%. So in other words, what they're saying is you buy a property today, they are forecasting it will go up just shy of 30% by 2029, which is obviously very attractive, and it is the UK's leading rate. Secondly, if you look at the current market performance, HomeTrack produce a monthly house price index, which basically shows the capital appreciation rates of the top 20 cities in the United Kingdom. As you can see here, Manchester comes in at third place, so it's second in England and third across the entire UK, with appreciation just shy of 3%. So that shows you that is one of the better, if not the best performing cities in the UK when you consider other factors as well, such as tenant demand, risk profile, etc., etc. So you've got some evidence and some statistics there that show Manchester is performing really well in the current market and is forecast to do really well in the few years to come. So here's another internal shot of a living area of a regular one-bed apartment. As you can see, very large lighting coming in, minimal finish, tastefully decorated. We can kit these out for you so it can look exactly like that with furniture packs, etc., and fully manage the process as well. So really great opportunity in terms of a buy-to-let investment. Now, let's just touch in a bit more detail on the apartments themselves. So we forecast, depending on the unit, about 950 up to even more on the duplex apartment in terms of the rental income per calendar month. So you're looking at service charge of 1236 per annum, which is just a set rate per unit, and you're looking at a net return of just over 6%. Now, with regards to the management aspects, just to touch this quickly, there's a few options that you can look at. For those of you that know, management fees, they can add up over the year. You're normally looking at around 12% per month. So you're looking at £120 per month if you're renting it for £1,000 a month. So over the year, obviously that adds up to over £1,000. We can and will offer a 3 years rental management through our management company partner to take that cost away from you during the first year, have the property fully managed, looked after you. You never need to visit there during the purchase process, and you'll never need to visit there during ownership or on exit of the property. And we will take care of everything for you with our partner. So we'll do that for free for the first year, and then after that you have your fair market rate for the rental management. Another option as well, which I believe is going to be the most popular, is we have negotiated a special deal with our partner where we can offer you a 7% fixed rent inclusive of management charges for a 2-year period. So we will guarantee your rent for a 2-year period at 7%, and you won't have to pay any management fees either. So that's going to be really attractive for people that want to mitigate risk, know what they're going to earn month in, month out, and have a legally binding contractual agreement that will provide that. So yeah, I'm really happy with that offer. There's nothing else like it on the market at the moment in Manchester. So yeah, I really, really encourage people to consider this strongly. And let's look at the return. If you do net a 6% for 5 years and you're buying in at £160,000, with Savills reaching those forecast rates of 30%, you could be looking at £96,000 profit in 5 years. Okay, so just shy of £100,000 you could earn in net profit / equity from investing in here over a 5-year period based on very conservative figures. So you know that the building next door is already achieving these rental figures. We know that Savills are very strong with their market forecasts. We do know that rents will rise, or generally do rise. They are rising a few percentage a year at the moment. So you're well, in your rights to have this target figure for your profit over the 5-year period, which, as I say, is just shy of £100,000. So if you do like this, firstly, if you haven't seen the full due diligence pack, let us know, because we'll send you over the brochure, floor plans, price list, sizes, full breakdown of costs, reservation and purchase process, video tours, images, general due diligence material. So we've done this, hundreds and hundreds of times. We've got hundreds of 5-star positive reviews online. We're very, very good at helping investors. I've been doing it myself for over a decade now. And yeah, we've got a really, really strong track record. So I'm confident that your interaction with our team, whether that be myself or my colleagues, will be positive, and we can really make sure you have everything you need to make an informed decision. So reach out to us and we'll get the information sent over. As I've stressed before, I don't believe there is any new build on the market in Manchester that offers as good value as this, especially when you consider the price per square foot, the service charge rate, and the fixed rent that we can provide. It just stacks up to a really, really solid buy-to-let investment with strong fundamentals. So keep that on your mind. Reservation and booking process. To secure your unit, you would pay a £5,000 reservation fee. 28 days later, after you've instructed the solicitors, you would pay a 20% deposit, less the £5,000 already paid. And then on completion in 2025, Q4 2025, you'll have the remaining 80% balance due, and you can finance that via cash or via mortgage, or more than likely a blend of both. So we can help you with a set of panelled solicitors that you can choose from to represent you through the conveyancing and the purchase process. We can help you with mortgage brokers to ensure you can finance the property, and we can help with property management and furnishing the property as well. So our role is to guide you from start to finish, completely free of charge. We don't charge any fees for our service, and we can introduce you to the companies that we know, like, and trust. We've used hundreds of times to help other investors build a property portfolio and ensure you have a stress-free experience whilst getting one of the the best offers on the market. So we are exclusively instructed on these. As I mentioned earlier, you can't go on Rightmove and buy these. You can't speak to other agencies and buy these units. We are the sole provider of them. So yeah, if of interest, simply speak to your consultant. Whether you've received a WhatsApp, a call, or an email, just reply to them, or you can reach out to us directly via info@vertapropertygroup.co.uk or on 0203 442 9914, or you can also visit vertapropertygroup.co.uk to have a browse on our website. Here's a shot of a bedroom, and that's it, guys. So I hope that helps. Fire over any questions. As I say, I know most of the new builds that are on the market across these cities like Liverpool, Manchester, etc., and I'm confident that if you compare them side by side and look at the merits from location, delivery date, developers track record, rental demand track record, and the ease of investing with ourselves, that this investment is going to stack up to be very, very strong on a fundamental level. So hopefully speak to you soon. And that's been Nick, Managing Director at Verta Property Group.